BRB Blazer.
Yeah, so I picked David Johnson. He's going similar to my other previous pick in ADP wise in the 6th round, a little towards the end of the 6th round. And I just like him just for this. He's had, obviously, we've seen seasons where he gets 20 touchdowns in a season, not 4. That's a shit throwback to me.
Yeah, we had
the
an off-the-air
stats.
blooper.
Yeah, I was misreading stats, which is, yeah.
That shit was funny.
Anyways, so like we've seen him do it though. We've seen him be super fantasy, like the guy. He has gone in drafts as number 1. Then he fucking tripped and slipped and fell on his wrist.
I still remember the play.
So yeah, in week 1 in 2008, 17 or 18, I think.
Swing route.
So it's been a couple of years since he's really been super fantasy relevant. But I think that this year, I was looking at the depth chart for the Texans. It's David Johnson and they have Duke Johnson, and then after that it's Buddy Howell and Karen Higdon. So,
God damn it, Karen.
Oh my god.
So when I look at that, it just tells me that they're kind of, as of right now, obviously like this is still super early. Like it seems like they have faith in those 2 Johnsons, and so yeah, I just think that David Johnson, you could argue that he could become like he's going to be the starter, and I think he can be the RB1 there. Like I think he could give you he has the ability to get enough rushing attempts to be up there with like these guys who are entire offenses.
Yeah, like
volume based.
Volume,
yeah. I think he's lost a step physically.
Yeah.
I mean, you've seen it, but I can't argue with the point of Carlos had 245 carries last year.
Yeah.
Only 2 games under 10 carries total. 16 targets, 10 receptions. Even if he has lost a step, David Johnson's still a way better receiver at this age in his career.
He's a better running back.
Yeah,
for sure.
And so I think he's a value too. I think where you're getting him, I think he's going RB.
What is he, like 6 rounds?
It's at 608.
That's about right. 6 rounds.
So like I mean you're drafting a guy who could possibly be an RB1.
I mean,
like a high end. Yeah. I mean, just volume wise, he has the ability to do it. He just has a higher ceiling, and for that draft price,
I mean, yeah, like it doesn't even have to be an RB1, but I feel like where he's getting drafted, he can outplay his ADP though. Like he can easily be a top 15 running back, but in the 6th round, that can win you a league though.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because he can be an RB2 high in 1 in the 6th round.
Because you were drafting Lamar Miller a couple years ago in like the 2nd round. And, I would rather have a David Johnson in the 6th round on a team that
similar.
You could argue,
100%.
He's going as they have him as the 49 overall in consensus fantasy pros ranking. So that's more like late 4th, 5th probably. Let's just say 5th. But even then, it's like he does carry some injury risk. But it's like I'm not burning a top pick on him. So it's like, if I'm gonna get 16 at someone is it gonna be sexy? No. Well, I draft him. I don't know because I shoot to lead the league in scoring, so I don't mind if I miss on some players in that round and end up, swinging and missing. But if I do draft him, I know I'm gonna have a guy when he's on the field. I'm getting 15 carries a game, possibly another 2-3 receptions to go back to standard versus PPR. Let's just say he doesn't get huge target share, but if he's getting me 270 carries, I mean in a standard league you can't beat that week in and week out. And then with the receptions too. So I just, like I said, I think he's a really good value at that point. You're going to be taking some chances at some guys around that point, but you're going to get a steady week in and week out starter there.
If you're listening now and you're like, damn, Anthony really likes David Johnson as well. He was also going to pick David Johnson, I think, before.
Well, I was either Miles Sanders or David Johnson. I was like, all right, who do I?
Somebody has to talk about Miles Sanders.
So Mike,
sure.
Man, that clip was informative, huh? There's plenty more right here if you click that. Also, go ahead and subscribe right there.